Talk and Babe Squad. We have to talk. 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 Y'all keep saying my hair's sticking up, but it's not. It's just the angle of how I'm sitting on the couch. It's not. It actually looks beautiful when I stand up. But that's for the hating holes that's going to come up in here because we have to talk about Ben Crump. Chef's kiss. Not all of it, but just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. This Nolan Wells situation inspired me. I'm thinking about, I don't know, I might want to get back into the medical field simply to help my people. I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it because the way I was able to find stuff, I told y'all I'm something like an investigative reporter. And I might get back into it, might do a little forensics or something. I don't know. But I really want to help the Innocence Projects. Y'all know that I don't give a lot to organizations, but I do give to them, especially after I seen the Just Mercy. I did not know who was in charge of that. I used to just give. Because I told y'all I'm black like this and not like this. Black like this and not like this. But we're going to get into that. We got to talk about Drake and the R&B legends. He had a party. All of the OG R&B, the crooners, baby, if you was not at the Drake party, I don't know where you was at. If you do a little foo-la-la, you should have been there. It's giving the winter is about to be Drake. The winter is about to be Drake. I don't know. Of course, we got to talk about Belkanana. We gotta talk about Belkanana. We gotta talk about Belkanana. Okay, we gotta talk about it. Ooh, where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the check up. Run the check up. And run the check up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, La. And of course, we gotta talk about. I said Benjamin Crump. We're talking about Drake. We're talking about Cardi B. We're talking about Drake. Chadwick Boseman. We gotta talk about Mr. Black Panther himself. I cannot believe I have to come to y'all with the news. I was about to be messy. Hold on. How you can like this video is by like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not facts. Everything we say here is allegedly for entertainment purposes solely. So sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my faith the vegan water, and let's get into the mess. How you can like this video is by double tapping the screen or hitting those three dots right there. Thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe if you like the vibe, share if you care. How you can engage with this video, hype this video up, send a donation, or send a gift is by hitting those three dots right there. Where are you going? And that being said, opinions are not facts, and let's get into the mess. Yes, like the video. Bree and Nancy are on the case. Baby, when I saw Nancy on the case, I knew we would get to something because I told y'all from the beginning, it did not make sense to me. It did not make sense to me because for a plethora of reasons. But let me say hello to everybody. Hey, Magic T3. Hey, Sharita. Child, tell me why I'm ruffling the feathers over there on the tickety talk. I'm ruffling the feathers over there on the tickety talk. What's going on? Hello. Hey, La. Hey, Great T News. Hey, Boo. There she go. How's the queen? What's going on, Jeremy? I'm doing amazing. Nancy is definitely on there next. Hey, BL. What's going on? So before we get into that, I just want to say, please pray for everybody in Asia. Pray for the soldiers. Pray for the contractors. Pray for the civilians. And pray for the people who live abroad. I had a contract over there, for those that do not know. I work for Instacart. Pray for them. Like, there was a reason I did not go live yesterday, and I simply just did not go live because it was too much. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I'm not going to cry now, but there is somebody who I know whose family member is no longer here with us. So just pray. Just pray. It's getting intense. It's getting deep. I'm happy I made it out. AT2 sent me a message today. Shout out to AT2. We love him. He was just like, I'm just so happy that you're not there anymore. And I wish I could just, I'm going to do an upload. I'm going to do a members only. Y'all, the fact that their mail is on hold again, our mail was on hold for 67 days. 67 days. They hit the airport where I was at. My passport's expired while I was out there. So when I tell y'all, I'm just thankful to be breathing the air, even though everything is going to shit, in my opinion. Pray for them. Y'all know my PA is out there. Pray for her. I want her to be free. I want her to be free so bad. But we have to fulfill our contracts. There's only one way to get out of a contract, and that's pregnancy. And who's getting pregnant? Who is doing that? Yuck! Yuck! So, yeah, but I'm just happy we were free. So, yes. Yes. Hello. Ooh, where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the checkup. Run the checkup. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you. And did I say thank you to Great Tea? Because I saw him up in here. Yes. What's going on? Thank you. So now that I got that out the way, let's get into Ben Crump. Since we're starting there. The fact that I told y'all, I said it was very suspect. It was very suspicious. I went and listened to the press conference of Nolan's mother. Nolan's mother said a lot. Okay? Nolan's mother said a lot. She was like, when we first were looking for the answers, as of July 4th, they couldn't get none. The sheriff went on Good Morning America. See, I didn't know that. I did not know the sheriff went on Good Morning America. And let me tell you something. I'm going to just be honest. In my humble opinion, law enforcement helped those boys cover this up. I'm just going to be clear and cut. Law enforcement down in Mississippi helped those boys cover this up. The four boys. And we know Warren is part of the four. Lucas Avila, or whatever his name is, who was on Inside Edition, I think he's a good friend, but I don't think he's part of the four because his name wasn't in that four from the girl who said he didn't leave with her, left another time. So there's that. The mother said something that was eerily suspicious. She said her son's body wasn't even found an hour. 60 minutes in an hour, and the sheriff declared it was an accidental drowning. Accidental drowning. Ben Crump, as much as I give him a lot of pushback, and I think he's an ambulance chaser, on this case, he's being very strategic. He knows ball. Because the preliminary report got them shook. How do we know it got them shook? Baby, people are coming out the woodwork. Brandon Tatum has a 2-part interview with Warren. Warren said, and this is how you know people need to shut up, talk less, listen more. Warren said, we've been best friends since we were in preschool. Who did you need to do that for? You didn't need to do that for us. Listen to that. Brandon Tatum, this is the only time I'm going to tell people to go over there with your price on, Couture behind. Go listen to that interview because Brandon Tatum is going to be the reason y'all get clank. And them good white folk is going to turn on him because you going to get their sons arrested. Because Brandon Tatum used to be a police officer out there in Arizona. He know a lot when he see one. Baby, when I tell you he gonna grift all the way to the bank. And I love this for him because I hope he interviews all of them. Warren messed up. Warren should have never talked. He should have listened to what old boy in Inside Edition said. Inside Edition said Nolan was so intoxicated and inebriated. That's how it started. That He was slurring his words, but he was the only one. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he said. He never added him to, oh, we're a friend group. Da, da, da. He made it seem like Nolan was the problem. And then here comes Warren. Warren said we were all drinking. All of us were drinking. Nolan always wanted to go out to Horns Island. I told y'all, Horns Island is invite only. I don't think Nolan was always trying to go out there. Because Warren even added in the best friends of Nolan. We would not be on the case like this if money was provided. If those four men had money, and I'm talking about big money, I'm talking about money, I'm talking about like Donald Trump money, elite money, we would have never heard about this. Baby, this case would have went solved. It would have went under the radar. It would have never made it. But the problem was the sheriff was too giddy. That's how you know law enforcement's involved in it. Because the mother said it wasn't even an hour. And he said it was accidental drowning. And she's like, what? How does he know that? How does he know that? His body didn't even make it to the medical examiner. How did he know that already? The sheriffs went on national television, Good Morning America, and said it was an accidental drowning. People like to party. He was left by himself. So that tells me one of those four parents of them adult males, those young adult males who can't control themselves, because let's not act like they can control themselves. They cannot control themselves. There's a history of collegiate young males getting too inebriated and doing things they ain't supposed to do, and daddy's money and mommy's time has to help clean it up. Hello, the Murdochs. Hello, the Murdochs. So the problem is there was too many people there to witness it with their own eyes. Everybody was one band, one sound, deactivate the pages and all this, until the judge got cocky. The judge got cocky, which is Warren's stepmama. The stepmommy is talking too much. Investigate her. She needs to be investigated too. Nobody is innocent. At this point, nobody is innocent. Nobody's innocent. They haven't came out. Nobody's innocent. These are not children. These are adults. 18 is an adult. 18 is an adult. All of them who was in the pool, charged them, accessories to the crime, and watched them start talking. And law enforcement is definitely in on it, because why is the sheriff going on Good Morning America talking about what's going down in Ocean Springs? Where did they do that at? Where did they do that at? And let me tell you something. Mississippi has a history of fumbling a case when they doing too much of this. They're still mad that Beulah May got $7 million off of them for saying the Klan is still alive. That's why they still mad. That's why they getting all these bodies and whatnot. The fact that his organs was not sent to his mother, Nolan was not an organ donor. Nolan was not an organ donor. Y'all just think it was the throat. It was the throat. It was the stomach. It was the lungs and the brain. But Warren got up there and said on Brandon Tatum's platform, shout out to him not talking to the police. Shout out to him not talking to the family. Shout out to him trying to keep Nolan's phone. Shout out to him trying to make sure that the family didn't get the truck. Shout out to them being besties, bro. So much so that you didn't even attend the funeral. See, I have so many boots on the ground. I said, were they there? None of them were there. But these are your besties and bros. Here we got a second bestie and bro. Okay, first it was Lucas, and now it's Warren. But we know the two black boys was really besties because they did a tribute and everything. They was at the funeral. Y'all weren't there because y'all are guilty. Y'all are guilty. See, if that girl didn't tell the family where the keys were to his truck, they would have never got it. They would have never got it. And you ran, instead of the police, the FBI, talking to the family, giving a statement, you ran to MAGA podcaster Brandon Tatum. And now we got you on record, ho, because everything you say will be used against you in a court of law. Listen, Mississippi has enough problems. Mississippi has enough issues. Mississippi has enough stuff going on. And Stacey Turner, ho, I'm never getting up off your neck, because how dare you? And that's how Ben Crump got y'all, because he released just a preliminary report. And y'all are like, oh, it's a drowning, it's a drowning. Who said it was a drowning? Who said it was a drowning? Because it wasn't the medical examiner, and that's how you know law enforcement isn't on it. Ah! It wasn't the medical examiner. Oh, this is about to be good. And not only is Mississippi going to pay, they're going to pay big. They're not about to allow y'all to destroy them. They're good racial institutions where they're prominent. Because Mississippi already has enough issues. Mississippi already has enough issues. This cannot be one of them. It's going to affect their money. Football season is upon us. It's about to affect their money. It's about to affect their college admissions. Football season is upon us. Baby, they cannot afford y'all, you group of idiots, to come up in here and destroy what they built. They done brought in all this money because that's how Mississippi brings in its money. Because for those that do not know, Mississippi is so poor, they make their money not off tourism, sports. Sports. If people don't want to go to their school, if people don't want to come to their colleges, if people don't want to see their games, if they're ostracized as the bastard children of the South, baby, you know you have to do bad when you're when Arkansas is seen as a golden goose. You know you bad. History of racial tensions, racial divide, racial disparity, harming people. I mean, we can run through the names. We can run through the names. And the fact that y'all are fucking with their money, because this is going to affect their college admissions. Y'all are in a world of hurt. Y'all are in a world of hurt because right now, everybody is scrambling. If y'all had money, I would have paid that girl never to tell the family where the keys was at. That's why when they called, the father said, we called. They said they didn't have the keys, but we showed up anyways. And they were shook. That's how you know there's no money. That's how you know there's no real money because, baby, if they had Big Daddy Bank, the family would have never found the truck. They would have never found the body. The fact that the body was so badly decomposed. And just those 2 days, y'all didn't even know to keep him refrigerated. Y'all didn't know what to do. That tells me y'all were moving scared. Y'all didn't want the cadaver dogs to come out onto the boats. See, y'all thought the sea people were going to be like, Cito was going to just be like, yeah. First of all, Cito said, no, you did not use us. You did not use us. You didn't use us. You said you didn't need us. And they gave us a time. You didn't expect that. You thought Cito, because, they're making money, was going to defend y'all. They said no. The fact that every one of those 4 boys had boats and did not assist the Wells family to look for him. And that's why y'all getting y'all butts handed to y'all. I love this for y'all. I love this for y'all. Y'all going down. And Ben Crump is out here playing chess. And they're going to get an answer. So to all the people who feel like Nancy Grace being on the case because of Casey Anthony only won because she said her father Me Too'd her at a young age. And she felt like her father did something to her baby. And they had put doubt in the minds. That was the only reason why. Stop saying Nancy Grace got Casey Anthony off, because Casey Anthony is sitting up there breathing a sigh of relief that y'all are not talking about her. And y'all are talking about them people down in Mississippi instead of Florida. Yeah. Where is First 48 when you need them? They never sent my mom my brother's organs, and he wasn't a donor. And I've received my mom's organs, and she wasn't. And you haven't received your mom's organs either. She wasn't a donor. See, that's why y'all gotta be on it. Y'all gotta be on it. Old money. Hey, say Hudson. Hey, boo. So yeah. What's going on? Mississippi's still burning, and it's crazy. And the fact that his mother cried, she cried on TV. She cried Hard. She cried hard. She said she's trying. Baby, them spiritual girlies, I see what y'all are doing. Keep it up. Keep it up. They're telling on themselves. Baby, they have nowhere to run. They're being isolated in, and next the politicians are going to ice them in. Because the politicians need a win, and they're not about to allow four unhinged white young males who don't know how to control whatever was in their system or their emotions to distract or deter from Mississippi getting money, Mississippi getting the things that it needs. They suffered enough. I'm telling y'all, mark my words. And they were jealous of him. Listen to what he said. Warren speaking, I said, wow, now he going to a pod. Warren speaking, the sheriff speaking. I said, everybody's talking in circles. The Cajun crew doing a little fool-la-la, and Nancy Grace ate him up. But the nurses said something very profound. If the blood was red, meaning it settled in the back of his head, but they found him face down, how is that possible? How is that possible? See, Ben Crump, I didn't think you know ball, but now I'm starting to see you know ball. Listen, play us fuck up. I don't agree with everything you do, but in this case, baby, Ben Crump is doing it for the people because he's like, no, we got to get some of this good spiritual energy. And if you know, you know. If you know, you know. I think that they believed that Nolan was going to get done up by the Gators, but he washed up. That's so sad. Bree, and that might be a thing. That might be a thing. Nancy Grace needs a story to keep her show popping. Listen, she came out of retirement. She had retired. She had retired, and she said, hold my drink. Hey, Georgia. It's heartbreaking to lose a child. I feel horrible for the family. Yes, Christine, we got to pray for the family. The FBI couldn't find Miss Guthrie. Do you think they can find... Well, they don't want to find Miss Guthrie. See, Samantha Guthrie is tied to the elites. Her best friend is Ivanka Trump. So there's that. Warren looked crazy. Do you believe they were jealous? I definitely believe they were jealous. I definitely believe they were jealous because everybody deleted everything that was said. They said the party didn't happen on 4th of July. Does not make sense. Because what... See, the problem is they're trying to think like their generation. They're not thinking like Gen A, Gen X, and the rest of the younger generations, the 18-year-olds, the babies. They're not thinking like that. They're thinking at their grown age. Baby, they posted the pictures. They posted the pictures. They posted the pictures and people saw the pictures. That is the issue. See, this new generation, they're going to post. They're going to post everything. That's why we found out when they were like, oh, we left at 3 and we see at 3 he was going back and forth with somebody. That was a lie. See, I told y'all this is not the year for people to be lying. This is not the year. This is not the year. But speaking of this is not the year people should be lying, let's move on. Let's get into Cardi B. Let's get into Belkanana. Belkanana came out here and said, listen, she gets it wrong with these men, but guess where she's at? She's in the country down in the Dominican Republic. She got her kids out there, all of them, out in the countryside of the Dominican Republic. Baby, y'all are in trouble. I keep telling y'all, every time she goes to the water, she is blessed. That lady came out the woodwork talking about Mandaku is gay and all these other things, and people was making fun of Cardi. And Cardi was like, you know what? I just choose the wrong man. And she's going in that water. Baby, Chris Blake is doing interviews and trying to come across as he's a heterosexual male. I know a gay man when I see one. Baby, he was over there talking about some Stefan Diggs was spending all this money on him just because. I don't believe you, Chris. Listen, Chris, you was over there stuck in a little, okay? You was over there tipping low,
Pick it up slow with that man, and you was mad because Stefan said, I can't be with you and be with Cardi. See, them other baby mamas, they would have tolerated it because they need a check. Cardi don't need a check from Stefan. Cardi don't need a check from Stefan. But she got it though. Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the checkup. Run the checkup. And run the checkup. Thank you, 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 Tom, for the star. Listen, Cardi is out there touching the water. She's putting her feet on the ground. House is beautiful. House is beautiful. You hosts are in danger. Okay? BM mom friend said she lied on the soccer player. He never hit her. Yes, the ex-girlfriend came out and said that. The ex-girlfriend came out and said that. I'm just sitting here, I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I think the girls just be upset. I think the girls be upset. They don't know what to do. Thank you for the money. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like he was the stylist. Of course he was shopping. Juicy. I don't know. It was given. He was like, when he brought up Durant Bernard, I said, oh, he's gay. He's gay. Man, come here. I gotta ask you something. That man is gay. He is gay. I said, what? Gay boy. Gay boy. You see, I had to clean up my term because I was gonna start using the terminology we use down south. Yeah, the other baby mamas are saying cute and you. Baby, they need their check. They need their check. They know what they had them babies for. Cardi said it was a good night. She said it was a good night. She said, hey, do you want to keep this baby? Because she was willing to go to the shop. He said no. He said, no, don't go to the shop. I want to have it. I don't think y'all understand. Cardi doesn't care he's into the boys. Why would she? She is into the girls. She is part of the rainbow. She tastes the rainbow. I think y'all get it confused. I think she's a little bit more accepting. I think she's over the fact that he's lying. I think it's the lying. I think it's the lying. I think that's what it is. Between the chef who be dancing like Britney Spears in the kitchen, cooking hot dog water, like they all crazy. Right? Stefan rejected him and he felt the way. Ooh. Beta Alpha is not playing you right. When them pilgrims get liquor up, they always expose their hands. Child, and this is why I say y'all cannot have y'all gotta be careful. I'm not even gonna do that on this. But look, I don't care if Stefan is getting down with the get down. Stefan gives me, he is doing the he's a verse. He gives me his averse. He gives me he likes it both ways. He's a giver and a receiver. He might be a receiver for the boys and a giver for the girls. That's what I get. You know? Yeah. But when Chris Blake was up there talking about intersexuality, and I was like, look at his gay ass up here. I know, baby. He's not even straight out the closet. Talk about I'm heterosexual and straight. What? I said, yeah, he sucking dick for sure. he heard that Am I the Drama and got pissed. He was over there like, not my man. Yes, he's definitely giving. Y'all don't think Stefan's a verse? Y'all don't think Stefan's a verse? I think Stefan is a verse. He's attractive. He's attractive. I'm not gonna act like he's not attractive. He's super strong. He got that strong jawline, that good clear skin. He got on them babies. And Chris is always sending subliminals to Cardi B. And y'all are making like Cardi B started with him. No, he's been picking. That's how you know he's a side bitch. I told y'all that the last time. He is the side bitch. He is upset. He's like, this bitch took my man. Yeah. Ooh, a soft top. A top turn. Ooh. Cardi gets the girls and the gay boys upset. She makes their demons come out. Because I was like, why is he still talking about Cardi? She's not the only one who had a baby. And then she left when, what's Miss Thing? The fake brouhaha, her, the spiritual demon, when she came around, Cardi cut him off. She said, good luck. They lost the Super Bowl. Belkanana, the new DL whisperer. Oh, Lord. Now she's the new DL whisperer. Who's on drugs? Yes, I'm late. I will catch up on the replay. Hey, Zanitra. Yes. Zanitra, is this a different account? I thought you had a wrench. Let me. No, you do. I don't know why it's showing. Oh, it shows different here. Because I was about to say, I was like, I know you have a wrench. I still believe Blossom is Stefan's child. Now, Georgia, you're not going to get me sued. I couldn't think of her name. I could not think of her name. Ooh. I do too. Oh my God, not y'all think Stefan is the daddy of Blossom and Baby Brim. What? Listen, Blossom is Miss Mean, baby. She do what she want. Oh no, you gotta get blocked, baby. Don't come up in here talking like that. I was leaving out and had to turn around on the first one. Not you, Zanitra. Yes, let's get these likes up. Yes. I didn't piss nobody off. I didn't piss off nobody. Let me tell you something. I could never piss off nobody. I don't know anybody on the internet or these celebrities. Speaking of celebrities, did y'all watch that Jason Lee interview? Bitch. Not Lotto tried to pay. Y'all are cutting up. Let's move on. Let's go into Chadwick Boseman. Let's talk about Chadwick Boseman, okay? The Bodman. And we're going to finish it off with Drake. Chadwick Boseman, put a one in the chat if you was here when we discussed how I personally felt about Chadwick Boseman and his wife and that whole situation. Put a one in the chat if y'all were here for that. Put a two in the chat if you were. Put a one in the chat if you was here for that. Put a two in the chat if you weren't. I'm trying to see something. Yes, please hit the likes and share. Please hit the likes and share. Danica put a one. Okay, I see a two. Oh my God. I see a two. Oh my goodness. Y'all putting twos. Oh my goodness. So Danica was the only one who was here. So I'm going to just paraphrase it. Oh, I see some ones. See, I was about to say, I know. I thought I was honest. It's in the members only? Oh. Ooh. All right, so I'm going to paraphrase. I said that Chadwick Boseman knew he was terminally ill. He did nothing to put nothing in writing to protect his wife. I think he was looking for a helpmeet. He was looking for someone to help him. He was looking for someone to carry on his lineage. because she did have a baby. She had his baby. And I'm going to leave it at that. Fast forward to 6 years later, because he passed away during the panorama. He was terminal. He was terminal and was terminal for a long time because people were talking about his likeness, like how he looked from Black Panther to 21 Bridges. 21 Bridges, I noticed that. I was like, oh, he's like really skinny. It was kind of weird. I didn't think nothing of it. He did the movie with what's my girl's name? The Blues movie. He did that. That was really good. He was terminal there too. The Viola Davis movie. Fast forward to now. His family is suing his wife for access to millions of dollars that they feel they're entitled to because of something he put into writing back in 2022. Moms Mabley. That a judge decided on in 2022. I apologize. From years ago. And my thing is this. The judge decided on it. She did not fulfill it for whatever reason. And this is why I said what I said about Chadwick Boseman. He knew he was sick. When he got the diagnosis and he started doing the things, he should have put a will and testament, a trust, and all the things in place so that way it does not have to come to this. He left those financial burdens at her feet. And I said then, he did not like her. And I'm going to say it now. He does not like her. Because why is she fighting with your mother and your two brothers over money they didn't help you earn? Very weird, very strange. And a lot of people was mad at me when I said that, but I was like, did he not know he had cancer? I get it, but I spoke to great lengths about this. Someone I cared about had cancer. When I said he looked terminal, even though it messed up the friendship, everybody got the affairs in order. So if I was able to do that in my friend group, causing strife, disharmony, and now we're at peace, what was going on over there? And we're not no multimillionaires, but debt was paid for. Everything was cleared. He made sure the debt, everything. Because I said, if you are not feeling your best, are we making sure we're doing the things? And that's when the family started having the conversations because everybody was there. His mother, his father, the children. The only child that was not there was his daughter. And I was like, is everything set up for everybody? And everything was set up. When the funeral happened, everything was set up for everybody. The parents, the sister, his children, and his wife. So I said, when I saw this Chadwick situation, he don't like her. How can you say you like somebody? You care about somebody. You love them. And you put them in a situation where the courts get involved. And I just found out the courts get a percentage no matter what. Once you take it to court, the courts are going to get their percentage. And they're going to make sure they get their percentage too. It's crazy. It's crazy. His wife should get it because she had his child. You know what? They don't care nothing about that. Have your affairs in order. Don't have your family to deal with the BS. Y'all, facts. I thought he was doing a movie. He should have gotten it taken care of. Moms Mabley. That was the movie. I like that movie. That was a good movie. If you can pay your car insurance, you can pay your death gratuity. I have a will. My baby daddy have a will, and his father had a will. My kids are set up for life. You just have to do the things because you never know. Like, I have seen people act so strange once the casket drop.
Once the casket drop, baby, people think they entitled to things. I don't be caring about none of that. Unless you gonna put the money in my hand, the check is gonna automatically deliver. Like, no, you have to have those things taken care of. And then when you have real life tangible assets, you have to set those things up so much so that the government does not take them, because the government can take them too. I am finding out so much. So much. Y'all be thinking people just be taking these houses whole time. These billionaires be wanting the house and they be finding loopholes and taking the homes. It says, I also saw something where this woman paid for the funeral. They paid for the funeral, paid for everything, and then they said that funeral is closed. Child. It says, when I found out I picked out casket, colors, wig, had it paid for. My daughter passed 24 years old, and I'm here. Life is crazy. Wow. Wow. Even in divorce, my ex lets me know for my children. Isn't a living trust better? A living trust is better, but I just say do your research on everything, because so much goes on. There's so much, baby. These elites are scamming. Scamming, baby, scamming. Scamming. There's a woman literally fighting for her home now because she has people buried on her property, and because the billionaires want her land, of course, they're like, we'll just, build over it. I was like, they could, what? I'm telling y'all, it's crazy out here. It's crazy out here. The elites are greedy. The families be greedy. People who aren't even a part of the family are greedy. It's a lot. It's a lot. You have to protect your neck, even in death, okay? You have to do those things. But let's get into Drizzy Drake. Drake is out here with the Kroners. He had Jagged Edge in them and some other R&B elites, the legends. I'm talking about the legends. Think of the legends and go see who was at Drake's party. Drake hosted a party. This tells me Drake is exactly who he thinks he is. He hosted an R&B legends party. He hosted on the Manor an R&B legends party, paying tribute to the R&B legends. I don't think I've ever seen an R&B legends party. Trust is great but costly. Start with will. Contact an attorney to set up trust. Yep. I keep telling y'all, you have to pick a side, okay? You cannot be out here. So let me take that back. Okay. The people resonate with Drake because Drake never masked who he was. Drake said, I want to fuck bitches. I want to get hoes. I want money, right? They're trying to throw up all types of insults about him. Oh, his baby mama was a hoe. She done been with everybody. That's weak. She's a married woman now. Oh, he's soft. He's this, he's that. But we get all these unreleased tracks, these reference tracks he did for the elite hip-hopsters. So it's confusing. It's like, are y'all mad because y'all didn't believe in him? Or are y'all mad because he's doing what he wants? And then he's laughing at y'all. He's laughing at y'all. You got people who know people telling y'all what's going on. I don't know these people. I don't know. But if Drake calls me up about some music, I know it's going to be on a lit album. I know for a fact. That's a guarantee. How do I know that's a guarantee? Because when he did the album with Party Next Door, hit. Guaranteed. They're still singing them songs. Something Sexy for You. Still singing those songs. And then you got all these Kroners singing in Drake's presence.
I think they were there for the album in December, if you let me tell it. I think they were there for the album for December because everybody's been talking about it. Everybody's been talking about it, and I know it's on Jay-Z's mind. It's on Jay-Z's mind so much because Jay-Z is so anti, like, boycotting. I never seen somebody so anti-boycotting stuff in my life, to the point where people are coming up with excuses to why it's okay. Well, it's Jay-Z. No. Because Colin Kaepernick must have heard what I said. He paid for the independent autopsy. He paid for it. It was him with the pathologist. So I'm just like, you can't even get mad at Drake. Drake is literally on fire. As quiet as it's kept, out of all the dudes in rap, only one or two would be able to survive that 21 versus 1 situation. I told y'all at the end, I said they all jumping in. Then we get the leak reference track of Kendrick Lamar. Hated it. Y'all are going to be so upset. And I am a Kendrick Lamar fan. But I was like, what is this? Yeah. Boo! Tomato, tomato, tomato. And then people were like, on podcasts talking about if J. Cole dropped 3 albums, it would go up. Excuse me? If Kendrick Lamar dropped 3 albums, it would go up. Come again? What? Huh? 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 No, I still don't feel like he lost to Kendrick Lamar. I was on that hill. It was only a handful of us who said that, because if he would have lost to Kendrick Lamar, this conversation about Drake wouldn't be happening right now. It would not be happening. Baby, Drake is the Midas touch. People be coming up with reasons to why he's good. He's good because he likes music. He likes music. He really do. It is what it is. You could tell the ones who like music, like really like music, they be in their bag. I am not a fan of Childish Gambino, but when his music comes out, I can tell he likes music. It sounds like he likes music. You could just tell the ones who like music. It's just beautifully done. It's like, music to the ears. That's why I do want to see a Drake and Childish Gambino, collab. I would like to see a Drake and Lucky Day collab. Please. Please and thank you, Just for the girls. And I want, and if Drake do it with Lucky Day, I want it to be real sexy. I'm talking about real sexy. I'm talking about some over and over again sexy. Okay, I want to hear Chronic. Bag ache. I'm not playing. But I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. That collaboration is going to end. I hope he listens to me. He outside having a good time. He partying and whatnot. I saw Lil Shimmy over there partying. I was like, Drake, are you losing my information in the mail? Is it because I'm I'm on YouTube? 40, tell Drake to invite me. Please. And thank you. I promise I can get my passport done in no time. Drake with Mo, okay. Masajo with Snap. I thought he didn't like Drake. Kalani, because they aren't desperate. Me too. Thank you for thank you. Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the checkup. Run the checkup and run the checkup. Thank you, Georgia. Thank you. It says the fact Drake dropped 3 and still didn't even last a month for one of them for a month says it all. Glad Gunplay said nah. Who gives a fuck about Gunplay? Who is that? Are we talking about Rick Ross artist that was at his bed on his bended knee? Yuck. Is that who we talking about? Is that who we talking about? Disgust. Like, gunplay? That gunplay? Is that the one we're talking about? Rick Ross's artist, the broke one? The one who was high on the party favors, making the baby? And his baby mama is taking care of the kid? The one that was on Love and Hip Hop Miami? That one? That one? Is that the one y'all talking about? That can't be who y'all talking about. Gunplay. What? Who? Mm-mm. That is crazy. Like, y'all gotta stop. I did hear the Rick Ross concert was good. I saw that from Nani. But Nani said when she went and saw Jay-Z, it was a boring concert. When I saw Jay-Z, it was so long ago. It was so long ago. It was like, show me what you got. The Rock Boys. Whatever concert that was, that's the one I went to. Not that gunplay. And he proved Drake lied. I don't know. If you're talking about the one that's on Kendrick Lamar's album, the one who said he's broke right now, he showed the proof. Like, why would Drake lie? It's giving he's still hurt that he lost the Kendrick because gunplay is all West Coast. I don't know. I mean, him being with Kendrick, isn't he the broke West Coast rapper right now? Wasn't he just crying about how he couldn't afford? I'm gonna stop because I'm not in the politics of the hip hop. All I know is this. I don't know him either. And if he took 10 bands over his publishing, he has child. Anyways, neither here nor there. But y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. I hope y'all had a good time. It is Wild Out Wednesday. Again, make sure y'all vote. I believe these data centers are used for underground civilization because it's not making sense to me why they need them. They can't even control them. AI is not working. AI is being destructive. The tech bubble is going to pop. The tech bubble is going to pop. The tech bubble is going to pop. How do we know this? Because Facebook is the first indicator. Y'all heard it here first. And on that note, what are your thoughts? Comment down below.